What's up, guys? We are back today with a market update from the Pesh & Lanzillotta team for the real estate market here on Long Island in Nassau and Suffolk County through August. We are officially in a shift. We are starting to see a lot of market dynamics change. That crazy bull market with the irrational exuberance with buyers that came out from New York City to buy up a ton of real estate here on Long Island, we think is officially over, and the proof is in the pudding when it comes to the numbers. Let's talk a little bit about some macroeconomic stuff though before we get into the Long Island housing numbers. First thing is, inflation last month was reported at 8.52%, which is still red hot inflation. A lot of people are saying that that's a win because the consumer price index numbers in the month before were at 9.06%, so they feel it's cooling off. That's a good thing. The reality of the situation is that's still red hot. So we're still seeing the overall cost of living for everybody to be through the roof, which is definitely something that factors into someone's buying decisions when buying a home, because that eats away at whatever their fixed income is. Second is, we've got interest rates that have shot up and they've crossed back over 6%. So what happened initially was interest rates went up at an unprecedented rate, the fastest rate that they've ever gone up in the history of interest rates moving, period. And they shot up over 6%, and then they corrected back down to somewhere in the fives. But recently they've crossed back over into the 6% territory. Now, what does that actually do to the home buying power, the purchasing power of buyers that are out there in the market? Well, the first thing is it kind of ruins their sentiment in that they feel like this trend is something that probably isn't going to stop with the inflation numbers being the way they are. So because of that, anyone who's buying a house today is probably buying a house understanding that in the next 5 to 7 years, if interest rates continue to go up, or if they hold at this high of a rate, you're likely to lose some equity in the home. So whatever asset you purchase with interest rates rising, typically, that asset will lose value over that time period. But we put together a nice little example for you of what it would be like for someone to buy an $800,000 house in a 2.5% interest rate market versus a 6% interest rate market. So if you're putting 20% down on an $800,000 house, you're looking at a mortgage payment of $2,529. Whereas in today's market, financing the same $640,000 at 6%, you're looking at $3,837. Even though housing prices had shot up early on in the pandemic, you were still getting a better deal because the interest rates were lower. Today, people are really starting to reevaluate what their purchasing power is and what they're comfortable with regards to payments, because this did significantly change things. So now the numbers in Nassau and Suffolk County are quite interesting. The number of active listings in Nassau County are down year over year, 27.45%. The number of contracts are down 17.55%. And the number of closed transactions are down 19.44%. With the average and median price percentages up. So the median sold price for a home in Nassau County right now is up 5.22% year over year. It's currently $720,000. The absorption time is 2.7 months. We are technically, as far as inventory is concerned, still in a seller's market. So it's interesting. There maybe just aren't as many buyers out there. I mean, we talked in previous videos about inventory pulling forward, and what does that mean? Well, we had such a strong real estate market right after the pandemic kicked off that maybe the future 5-year inventory of buyers and sellers pulled forward, and now we're starting to see basically a return back to a normal real estate market, and that differential is possibly the irrational exuberance of the market wearing off and things returning back to normal. In Suffolk County, we saw similar numbers. The number of active listings are down 20.96%. The number of contracts are down 7.28%. The number of closed deals are down 13.61%. The absorption rate is 2.3 months, which is still very low. And it is clearly a seller's market. And the median sold price is up 8.7%, median price of a home being $585,000. So in both Nassau and Suffolk County, we're seeing actives, contracts, and close all down. We're seeing prices remaining strong, and we're seeing inventory remaining on the low side, and it is a seller's market. With that, let's get into the team's production. Total closed deals for the team this year is 83 deals. Last year, same time period, we were at 76 closed deals. That is a 9.2% growth in a market where you're starting to see deals and the total number of transactions fall with the team growing. We couldn't be happier. The deal volume for 2022 right now, we're at just under $83 million. Last year this time, we were at $72 million. That's 14.1% growth, and also in a market where we're starting to see everything go down, we're going up. So we're happy. A few people to highlight. For the month of August specifically, Jimmy Munoz put 2 in contract for $1.3 million, closed 1 deal. Rich Brizano, 1 in contract for just under $1 million and 1 closed deal. And Gianna Fenton put 1 in contract and 1 closed deal for $1 million. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen. I know this one was a little bit lengthy, but we had a lot of information that we wanted to disseminate. And if you guys need any help buying or selling homes, please contact the Pesh & Lanzillotta team, 516-888-9711. We'll see you next time.